Today's video was made possible by our friends at SimpliSafe. Welcome back, friends of the shop, on a very chilly day in the shop. It's 17 degrees this morning, and we are going to be working by the fire today. I posted a poll yesterday asking you guys if you wanted to see the anvil base or the forge first, and you guys revolted and said, we don't want any of that. We want you to finish the USA-made mechanics toolkit. Sorry, that's what you get when you have a man with a very short attention span. Finally, I've got the wrenches here. So in today's video, we're going to be wrapping it all up. I'm going to give you my wrench recommendation, and we're going to talk about the carts, and we'll put everything together. You'll be able to see everything in its entirety. Goodness. All right, let's take a look at the wrenches. I'll explain why I chose what I chose and how they stack up to the Snap-on flank drive. It's probably no surprise to you guys that I chose the Williams wrenches because these are made by Snap-on, and they're, if not the same quality, maybe even better for some reasons that I'm going to explain to you. I went through all of the U.S. manufacturers from Snap-on to Mac to S&K, and I could not find a better deal. Even the SK tools, which are fine USA-made tools, were for the same thing were about $100 more than the Williams, and I just couldn't justify it when comparing them side by side. Not only that, I know it's a side note, but you do get a nice roll that's high quality, nicely made, USA-made wrenches. These wrenches, as I said, are the backbone of your kit, and this is what really put us over the $1,000 price range because there is no cheap option for this. And I promise you, if you invest in these good USA-made tools, you will never regret it. It's a little bit hard up front. You're going to pay more, and you're going to wonder how it is, but trust me, 20 years down the road, you'll look at that and you will have zero regret, and you will get to spend your life and your kids and grandkids using USA-made tools. I put these prices up there, and guys whinge and complain like, oh, I can get Harbor Freight for this and that. Well, you're all complaining about we need to be buying USA. Whenever I show anything that's not made in USA, and the moment that you're asked, to step up and to support guys that are making tools like this, then you demur, right? So I don't know what to tell you. I can just tell you this: from a lifetime of experience of a tool user and a professional tool user, I can say that I've never regretted buying quality tools, and we'll just leave it with that. Here we have the Williams 15 millimeter, and we have the Snap-on flank drive 15 millimeter. Both wrenches made in the USA. Both of them beautifully finished, nice chrome. You can see there the USA made there on the back of the Williams, and even Snap-on has a proprietary groove system, and I don't know if you can see that in there. I think they call it the flank drive. That's been a long time, I don't remember, but allegedly it's supposed to hold better or be less likely to strip nuts, and we share those similar features with the Williams, however, not as pronounced. And not the fit and finish on them is not quite as clean. But we're talking a cost of about, what, 1/3 of the price of the Snap-on. If we compare them side by side, they're nearly identical in every way. They're exact same length. They're the exact same opening, the exact same angle on the box. They're just identical in every single way, except for one thing, which I think is an improvement over the Snap-on in the thickness of the body. Excuse me. If you look there, you'll see that the Williams is significantly thicker than the Snap-on. Now that does a couple different things. My granddad, who was a lifetime mechanic, he always complained about the Snap-on wrenches being too sharp. That if you're on the bigger ones, if you have to really pull hard on them, they do hurt your hand. And I think that's done for aesthetics. I don't know any other reason why they would do it, because when you look at the Williams here, you can see that it's way beefier. They've reinforced it, where the Snap-on went down with that taper right there, and they probably ground them. Well, they would have had to have ground them. They've ground them to the shape, I don't know, maybe to feel good in the hand or to be, I just don't know. They are beautiful, but they are uncomfortable, where your Williams has a much wider grip on the side there, which is going to be obviously going to be stronger. Not that strength is ever an issue with these things, but what you have is a lot more comfortable wrench to use on your hand. So when you're really, really pulling, you don't get that biting into your hand like that. But a very nice wrench. I worked them into my rotation. Beautiful. If I was going to buy a set of wrenches today, would I buy the Snap-on at 3 to 4 times the cost over the Williams? Absolutely not. This set right here, this is a 15-piece metric set that's going to come in 2 different compartments, which are 2 different rolls, which surprised me. And we're going to go from 7mm all the way up to 21mm. Now that's what I have in my personal box, and that is a really, really great set. USA made with the flank drive, made by Snap-on. This wrench set here is going to cost you $265. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but for a USA made flank drive wrench set, that is really a pretty good price. Now, this of course is the metric set. I don't have the SEE set to share with you because when I ordered it, they sent the wrong one, but they sent one that was better than I ordered, that had wrenches all the way up to 1.5 inches, but I'd only paid for the one up to 1.25 inches. I didn't feel right about it. I sent it back, and I'm hoping to get the new set. But what it is, it's essentially the same thing. Just imagine this, but it'll be your SAE wrenches, but the roll comes in 1 piece, and it's a pretty big kit, and that kit is 5/16 all the way up to 1.25 inches. Now, professional homeowners got no business using a wrench bigger than 1.25 inches, so that's going to serve us very, very well. And the SAE kit is going to run about $331. So we're talking for 2 full sets of USA-made wrenches. Oh, math on camera, we going to do that? 5, so just under $560, $575. Just under $600 for 2 full sets of USA-made wrenches. I can't speak for you guys, but I've got to say this 100% USA-made toolkit is definitely giving me the fizz. Did I say we were going to get to the cart today? You know when I start talking, it ain't going to happen. Here's what we're going to do. We'll roll that into the next part. But I want to add 4 supplemental tools that once you acquire this set right here, the next 4 that I would purchase because I couldn't stand myself. Like, they're so essential, but we're over budget, but it'll be something to aspire to. SimpliSafe is a modern security system that you can install yourself. You can order it on the phone, you can order it online, they'll deliver it right to your house, and you can install it yourself in about an hour or so. Once you're signed up, you get 24/7 coverage for fire, police, any emergency that you might have. Lots of options, no contracts. You can cancel at any time, and you actually have someone that's keeping an eye on your place. In the last month, we've got 2 calls from SimpliSafe. One was from a water sensor that went off. The dog had grabbed it, was running around with it, and they just gave us a call. I got a call on my text. Hey, did you know that you've got a water problem? That would be invaluable if you had a pipe break while you're away. The smoke alarm went off because we'd burnt something on the stove. You got a call on your phone. Hey, just letting you know that you got an alarm off. Is everything okay? That would be invaluable information to have if you're away from town. And if that wasn't enough, we've got the new wireless security systems. Having a security system in your house has been a barrier in the past because it's difficult to run wires all over the place. No more. Everything is wireless. You can put them up very simple, very quick. You can have 360-degree monitoring of your house that you can check easily from your phone at any location.
SimpliSafe on. Home.
SimpliSafe is running a special deal this month. If you sign up for interactive monitoring, you get 20% off your entire system. If you'd like to order, go to simplisafe.com/Wranglerstar. Thanks for watching, and back to the video. These 4 tools I'm going to share with you, I guess it could be argued that they're as essential as the other ones, but I don't know. For some reason, I set myself an impossible goal when I set that $1,000 price range. And the USA made is becoming a problem as well. A crescent wrench. Bolt rounders. Say what you will, it's an essential kit, because what happens sometimes is you'll have a nut and a bolt that are the same size, and if you only have one wrench and you can't reach it with a deep socket, you got to have this. Or you just want to have something to throw in the tractor that's going to be able to meet anything that you come up against. And the Wright company made some of the finest crescent wrenches in the USA back in the day, and I've been told, legend has it, that they still have a USA produced model, but I couldn't find it. I actually ordered 2 of them that said USA in the listing. When they showed up, they were all made in Spain. Well, I'm not going to fault them. We're going to, again, go off the reservation here and roll in a Spanish-made tool, but it's an excellent crescent wrench. They've been making them for a long time. Our crescent wrenches are going to come in 6, 8, 10, 12. They even get huge, but if you're just going to have one, I would recommend the 12-inch. And this is a heck of a value and really well made. At $37, you're getting a high-quality tool. I've been using that. I have 2 of these, and they're just excellent, and they're just essential. And for the price, under $40 for a quality tool like this, you'll have this forever. And the 12-inch is good to go. It's a little bit big. The 10 is more handy, but the 12 is more versatile. You can even get on a trailer ball with these if you need to. You know, this will go up to what? I don't know, 1.5 inches? That's pretty good size in a pinch. But I'm going to go with this, the right crescent wrench. You all know it. You've all seen them. Now, these vice grips are not created equal. And there are a few USA options. I actually ordered some, and I looked at these Knipex. These are made in Germany, and they didn't even compare, and they were half the price. $22, you get a set of Knipex made in Germany. Look at that right there. Made in Germany vice grips that are excellent. Compared to the vice grip brand that I have, the new ones made, everything about these is better finished. The threads are better. Having the red release on there is a nice touch, and I just have no question that they're going to be high quality. They just feel good. They feel solid and not all wiggly and loose and rattly. But $22 for a set of vice grips, man, this will get you out of a bind. This and these two together, man, there's a farmer's friend right there, huh? So I'm going to roll Germany's going to represent into our kit, but you just can't beat it. At that price, that is a great value for a well-made tool. Shipped over here from Germany for $22, man, I don't have a bad thing to say about it. Speaking of Germany, if we're going to supplement, you got to have a set of Cobras. I didn't put them in the main kit because, you know, this is a starter kit. This isn't a kit, you know, for the experienced man. This is for the beginning professional homeowner that's wanting to build a good kit that's going to be respectable. If you had this kit and your seasoned SAE certified mechanic friend came over, he would give you the nod of approval. He'd say, that is a man that knows what he's talking about. But the Cobras, no one has anything bad to say. They're just excellent. I mean, right here. Could you get some work done with those three, with these four things in a side pocket or whatever, throw in your tractor? Yes, you could. So I'm going to add the Cobra Pliers in there, and those are a little bit expensive. They come in at $36, and these are, that includes shipping, but it's worth it. If you haven't owned these or you don't own a pair, get them. They'll change your life. And of course, the fourth and final, man, I love this tool. This is the Williams, made by Snap-on, ratcheting screwdriver. Listen. It is a beautiful, beautifully made tool. As I said, my granddad had one of these. You can store all your bits in the tip. It comes with, what do you get, 6? You get a regular, a couple Phillips, a Torx, and it's just a fabulous tool. And the price is unbelievable. $34, you get a ratcheting screwdriver that's made by Snap-on. The exact same tool you're going to buy off the truck, that'll be around $100 or more. Forward and reverse. What I tend to do, if I know I'm going to need a screwdriver, that I might need to be able to do Torx or Phillips or regular, and I just don't know what job is going to face me, I grab it. And it's fabulous. Beautifully, beautifully made. And again, I don't know how they can produce this at this quality for $34, but it is a beautiful tool. Once you have it, it'll change your life. They make stubbies, they make T-handles, different varieties. Get what fits you best, but you will love it. Well, brothers, that's probably about all the time we have for. I promise we will do the cart, we'll do its own video, and we'll put everything together, lay it out, and you'll get to see what it looks like. Before we go, I want to give a special shout out to Jake's Shop and Talk. I was online this morning and answering some comments, and I noticed that he had posted a video response, and I watched that. And I wanted to tell you, Jake, that meant a great deal to me. The things that you said in that, and I really, really do appreciate that, and I want to address maybe some things that came up. He asked, he talked about watching the channel for a long time and how he found it and how much entertainment that he'd received from it and how much he enjoyed it and how things have changed over the years with moving to the new place. And he questioned whether or not that I was still enjoying making content. This was something that I still had passionate about, that maybe he felt like my enthusiasm was flagging when we moved to the new place. And he's right, and it was. Packing up and making the decision to walk away from the old homestead and come to the place we are now today was was a big move for us for reasons that we can get into in the future, that will come clear in the future. But all of that move and upsetting everything and trying to run my channel and trying to do this massive move and getting shops set up in there. And I did feel like, maybe over the winter and towards the end of last year that I did kind of lose my way with the channel. I think what it was, and I'm starting to realize that now, is what I enjoyed so much about creating content for you guys and making the videos at the old place was I had a really great place set up, and if I wanted to do something with the forge or do something with the lathe, everything was set up and I could walk up and do it. When we moved to this place, everything was kind of in shambles. We got stuff scattered out over shipping containers, and I didn't have my shop set up, and I'm on a treadmill, and I'm trying to do daily content and get all this stuff set up, and I can never really enjoy just having a day to build this or build that because of the daily beast that is YouTube. And I did the best that I could and produced the best content that I could, but my heart was not really in it. And I even started, considering maybe doing something else or moving on to the next chapter. I've been uploading YouTube videos for over a decade now. And it's hard to do something and still have a passion in it, to be honest, for me anyway. But that's changed of late. Even maybe just in the last couple weeks, I've made a commitment to get my affairs in order, to get my tools set up, to get my forge and the woodworking stuff set up so that I can create the content that we did back in the day, so that we can learn and share together, and that I have pleasure and joy in what I do. Because the recipe for success on YouTube, it's not about what you're doing or the content. It makes no difference whatsoever. You have to be honest and you have to be sincere to your subscriber base, because people are not stupid and they can see through things that are not authentic. You've got to be passionate about what you're doing. You've got to be excited, and that's what makes fun content to watch. I've said this so many times. I follow 100 channels that do things that I would never do, but the fact that the guys that are in it are so enthusiastic, it draws me in. I've recently started watching a guy that taught himself to be a watchmaker. And he started by buying broken watches on eBay, and he bought the tools, and he just started videoing it, and he started teaching himself. It's incredible. He's not the best watchmaker, he's not the best jeweler, but he's enthusiastic about it. And watching him learn and growing with him it's so wonderful. It's so authentic, and I absolutely love that. And that's what my channel started with, and that's what I want to get back to. I have made it a number one priority to get this wood shop set up, to get that forge set up, to do these things so we can start building and creating and learning these skills together. Because I think what we're finding from the way that everything is changing in life, people are starting to take a look at their lives and reconsider and wonder, would I not be happier if things were a little bit simpler? Would I be more happy instead of pursuing the American dream? Maybe I should pursue the things that are interesting to me. And maybe that's worth more than a six-figure income. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying that a lot of people are starting to wake up and look and realize that everything I've been chasing, everything I've been doing has really been for somebody else. And this is really not what I want to do. In these remaining years I have in my life, I want to explore my passions. I want to explore the things that are important to me. And I feel the same way, and I think a lot of you agree, and you're making decisions to accept less in life, maybe monetarily, to have a richer and deeper life, to pursue those things that you want to do. That's kind of where I'm at. Where's the channel going to go? What's the content going to be? What it's going to be is going to follow my passions. If I decide that I want to pack up the family and hit the road for 6 months, then we'll be a travel vlog. It's going to be important to me. Rather than putting up stuff that I think you guys want to see, I don't care about that. I'm going to put up the stuff that I'm excited about. When I wake up in the morning, what do I want to do today? That's what we're going to do. But without the infrastructure, without the shop, and without all these things set up, it's just impossible. So we're going to make a priority to be setting up this shop properly. I have a lot of experience in this, having set up so many shops. It's all going to be about efficiency, and don't be discouraged if you can't do all this stuff. The reason why I did this toolkit is this is where you start. Some guys are saying, oh, here you're telling us to get the little tool cart, and here you are rolling around a great big one. I'm telling you that this is where you start, and then you can aspire to that. I'm 53 years old. I started working construction. I started picking berries when I was 12, and I never stopped working until this day. I've worked hard to get where I'm at. These things don't fall in your lap, but you can get there. Look at the difference from 10 years ago to today. The idea of being able to buy an anvil 10 years ago was so outside of my paradigm I couldn't even understand it. But you just keep grinding, you keep doing your thing, get your hustles going, and look for deals and follow your passions and just put your head down and work for yourself. Get away from making other people money, get away from doing other people's biddings, be independent, do something that you love, pursue it, work hard, and it'll all come correct. But make your efforts go towards to benefit your family as much as possible. That's my rant. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.